Hello and welcome to another Naughty Egg Draw. I'm Jake, and today we're going to be doing a review on the Huion 221 Pro drawing tablet. Now, this big guy right here is the very first Huion drawing tablet I've ever been able to use, so I'm really excited to get this thing open, so how about we get started? Now, to get started, you're going to want to make sure you have a trusty knife here. You got to open it nice and slow so you don't hurt yourself. There's a box inside this box. I like this packaging. Now, if only I could draw like that. Open this up. Down. I got a little card in here. It's a little thank you card from Huion. Our goal is for you to be 100% happy with your new Huion product. If you need any assistance, please don't hesitate to contact us, and we shall be glad to do everything possible. Got a box right here. Comes with a screwdriver. I've never seen that before. That's really nice. Oh, this is just a cleaning cloth. Comes with a new smudge guard, just like the one I have currently, the little 2-finger. It's got the Huion logo on it. So we got the screwdriver, got the cleaning cloth. It looks like the rest of this is just all the fancy cords I'm gonna need to get everything going. The Huion tablet that's left. Package it with some wood so it doesn't get wrecked. That's actually really nice. Nice. Oh. Oh, I got it upside down. Yeah, I don't think anything that fell is anything that's important, really. We got more cords. All right, so I assume this is the stand. Seems like a nice sturdy mechanism that they have in there. Right here, it looks like it's the pen. This is nice and slick. Wow! Oh, all the spare nibs are going everywhere. I'll put all these nibs back later. So this is the packaging that the Huion pens come in. Nice and slick. Oh. I think I just lost a nib. It's a nice pen. I like the feeling of it. It's pretty ergonomic in my hand. My nibs are going everywhere. And it's a second pen. Okay. That's really nice because I think these pens are chargeable. So it's actually really nice to have two of them. Knowing me, I forget to charge things, and 90% of the time I forgot to charge my battery for this video for my camera. Before I realized I was gonna record, I had to go and charge that. You can have one that's always being charged and one that you're using on a regular basis. So that's really cool. It's a nice little gift. I'm gonna start clearing spare trash. Now for the main event. I really like how much they package everything. There's so much stuff that they do to help protect all of your products. There it is. Look at that. All the touch pads here. It's got a screen protector on that. I'm gonna keep that on for now. So if we pull it like that, I assume this probably goes on top. So it has this stand, but it has 6 holes on here. 2, 4, 8 holes on here. Put them on the outside. Here's a nice little tip if you're ever putting on something. Do 2 opposite corners, and then everything will be properly aligned, so when you put the other ones in, those are nice and smooth. Oh, that noise. You want to make sure everything's tight. You don't want to over tighten because you don't want to break anything or strip anything. There we go. Adjustable, and that seems really sturdy. This is my favorite part about any new product. Oh, so satisfying. So clean. I like the look of this. Oh, it's so big.
That's what she said.
All right, so I'm gonna spend a little bit of time setting everything up because there is a lot of setup, it looks like. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Now, everything only took about 15 to 20 minutes to set up and just a couple minutes to download and set up the drivers. At first glance, this device is really slick. The stand it comes with is very sturdy and adjusts between 20 degrees and 80 degrees. And as you guys can see, it has a nice little slot in the back for one of the pens to rest in. Now, compared to my Cintiq Companion, this thing is huge at a screen size of 21.5 inches. Once you have the device and drivers ready, you can adjust the work area that you want the tablet to work under. And you'll want to calibrate the screen a bit to get the best accuracy that you can. And once you've done all of that, you'll want to go in and find the right pen sensitivity that you like the most. You can play around with it in a program that allows pressure sensitivity like Photoshop until you find the best fit for you. And then after that, you can find the best quick key layout that suits you best. Now I really wanted to test out this tablet with a fun drawing, and I started to think about what would make a good drawing with this new electronic device. And I thought, why not a crazy techie scientist like Dr. Neo Cortex from Crash Bandicoot? Now I didn't want to just draw the more simple version of him, because I really wanted to test out the full capability of this device and its 8,192 different levels of pressure sensitivity. So I chose to draw him in a little bit more of a realistic comic book style. Now something I had to get a little bit more used to when drawing on this tablet was the screen surface was a little bit more rough compared to the feeling I'm used to on my Cintiq. Now the reason I believe for this roughness is because of the anti-glare screen that it has compared to the more glass-like surface of the Cintiqs. But after a little bit of time with this device, I actually started to like the feel of this screen more than the slick surface that I had on my other tablets. It felt a little bit more like I was drawing on paper than on a screen. And a big plus for this device is because it has that 21.5-inch screen. This really helps when you're making a full composition. You don't always have to zoom in all the time like you do on the smaller devices that feature a 13-inch size screen. Another upside to having that screen the size that it is that the screen does run at a full resolution of 1920 by 1080, so you can actually just simply use it as your main computer screen when you aren't drawing. And that is really nice, since these days we are pretty spoiled about having larger screens for our computers, and this has that function while doubling also as a drawing device. No extra cables or anything to set up, all you have to do is just pull it closer to you, adjust the angle that you want, and start drawing. One thing I did run into when using this device is that in some parts of the screen, the cursor was sometimes a bit off from where the tip of the pen was. And I did recalibrate the screen a couple times and I still slightly ran into this issue. Now that could be me doing a bad job at calibrating the tablet, but it is something to keep in mind. Now this issue didn't really affect me all that much because a lot of times I'm actually keeping my eye more on the cursor than I am the pen tip anyways. So the nice thing is that this tablet does come with pretty much everything you need to get started and more. But if at any point you do need some extra stuff like screen protectors, or you happen to need to replace some of your nibs, because if you're like me, you seem to lose all of them within the first 5 minutes of it being open. My nibs are going everywhere. You can actually purchase replacements for all this stuff at a pretty reasonable price on their website, and that's really nice to have that in their store. And no, I'm not sponsored by Huion in any way, but I really am happy with the product so far, and I really think that if you're an artist that's been using a screenless drawing tablet, and you really want to venture into a more professional level of drawing, I really do think that the Huion tablets are definitely something you should go check out for yourself. And since they have over half a dozen different screen tablets, you definitely have a good range of tablets that could fit into your budget a bit more, with ones ranging between $400 and the $900 range. But I am almost done with this Neo Cortex drawing, so I'll see you guys at the end with some more final thoughts on this device. Alright everyone, that is it. We got the Huion GT-221 Pro. I'm honestly really happy with how well this tablet worked for how cheap it is. Now at a price of about $800, it's not cheap, but comparable to the Wacom tablet of this size, you're looking at spending around $2,000. Now even with that price difference, this product works really well. It doesn't have some of the bells and whistles that you'd see on a Wacom system, like the full touch display system for your hands, or the pen has the eraser on the back. But to be honest, that doesn't really affect me much because I never really use those. And as you guys can see, the device is great as far as making art goes, I worked on this piece for just a couple hours, and I really got used to how the device worked. Now the screen is really clear on this, and I really love the size of it because you can really get full strokes when you're doing your drawings. Now this is only the second Huion product that I've ever purchased, with the first one being this light box here. So far everything I've had from them has actually blown me away. Now if you're someone who's trying to get on the more professional side of digital art, I honestly recommend these tablets, and they have different size tablets that run even a little bit cheaper than this one. But that's pretty much it for this device. If you guys have any questions on this device itself, make sure to leave that down below. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video till the end. If you haven't yet, make sure you smack that sub button, throw a like and a comment down below, and like always, keep drawing, and until next time, bye!